Classic Sport with Blaupunkt.
Good evening. Coming up later, Bristol City against Bolton. But first to Loftus Road to see the First Division leaders this morning, Liverpool, against Queen's Park Rangers. Commentator, Barry Davis.
Liverpool come to the capital for the first time this season. Their last trip here was in May when they came to Wembley to retain the European Cup. But the fact that Kenny Dalglish led them out confirms that Emlyn Hughes is still out of the side. And he told me just a few moments ago that he's still suffering from a knee injury. So the side is exactly that which played against Leeds United last week when Terry McDermott came on from the substitutes bench to score and preserve their unbeaten home record. But they've taken only 1 point from their last 2 games, so this is their worst spell of the season to date. And curiously, that was the case when they came to Loftus Road almost exactly a year ago. And here together come John Hollins and little Peter Rowe of Birmingham, the mascot this afternoon. Queen's Park Rangers have had so many problems with injuries this week, but in the end they too field an unchanged side, which means that David Clement plays only his 3rd game of the season, but reaches a milestone, his 400th in total. Stan Bowles, the last player on the pitch, is suffering one of the worst ailments of all, problems with a wisdom tooth. He was waiting to have an injection to freeze the tooth, but I understand that he's had to come on without it. Emlyn Hughes on the Liverpool bench, but not in the substitute shirt, which one or two people thought was likely. He's never been a substitute, and indeed hadn't played in the reserves until very recently. He's played 3 games in the reserves, including 1 on Wednesday against Manchester United. John Biddle of Bristol blows the first whistle of the match. Queen's Park Rangers in the hoops, attacking the goal to our right. Liverpool in all red. Phil Parks wearing some very natty gloves, which will give him plenty of grip. Top surface might be a bit slippery. Thompson, Souness, Johnson, Dalglish, and John Hollins picking up where he left off on Tuesday night against Leeds. He's been having a very good spell since the match at Middlesbrough that Rangers won. Alan Hansen who came across, but the flag was up for offside. Defender with a lot of skill, Alan Hansen. And as Ray Clements gets the ball, Liverpool have 2 well forward, Highway just behind those 2. The 2 are Johnson and Dalglish. There's Johnson and Howe. Nobody right side. Quickly taken by Case. Shanks really caught by the pace of Case. But pace there was too on the shot. But Phil Parks had not left in the gap. Forced him to shoot from a very difficult angle, and he hit the side netting. Eastoe and McGee forward for Rangers. McGee wants it. It's a bit more crowded where the ball's landing, and is won by Thompson. Case. The pass was intended for Neil. Case has the ball. Souness. And the referee's on the deck, greeted by the usual roars. They were lost for a moment then, Rangers. They might still be. A little bit tight. Souness' shot. And Phil Parkes doing very well to get all the body behind that one that went pretty low for him. Harcook. Really looking for a put-up decision against Hansen, but Mr. Biddle right on the spot, unimpressed. Gillard. Neil. Souness. Thompson. Well left by Johnson. And here's Souness. Turns with an agonised expression. The best play that Liverpool have made. He got a man in from the back. But Park stood up in front of him. Liverpool's passing generally of a much higher quality than Rangers. Like that, for example. And here's Kennedy. Good save. Kennedy stayed down a long time. Here's Souness. And now Kennedy. Parkes to him. Did very, very well. Good pace from his goal by Phil Parkes. Ray Kennedy stayed down a long time. Place. Case hit low for the back of the area, didn't quite put it as he wanted. Now gets a second chance. Clement turns it away. Dalglish. Again, Hollins on the end of it. McGee. Oh, it ran for him, and he's got Harcook right side. Still got Harcook there. Here he is. He's there! Yes! Oh, he thumped that like a firecracker. With a bit of luck, it seemed to have lost its way in both cases with McGee. Finally came to Harcook, who found it for Eastoe to thump in. Minutes gone. Liverpool, having had more of the play, more of the pressure, more of the ball, find themselves one down. Kennedy trying to do something about that, but Parkes again right on his 6-yard line. Only the 8th league goal they've seen at Loftus Road this season, the 5th by Queen's Park Rangers. No fixture here in the league has produced more than 2 goals. McGee must be doing well. Oh, but not Eastoe. Souness, always a man out nearer the touchline than the centre. Case. Hollins, but only to Souness. It's gone for the return. Highway, got deflected. congratulations. A real ricochet of a goal that I think may well have touched 2 feet on the way in. Highway will probably get the credit for it. So the lead and the joy of the home side short-lived. And I suppose one could suggest we have a chance of changing this sequence of only as many as 2 goals in a home match here at Loftus Road. So 1-1 draw with Manchester United and a 1-1 with Everton. He's got a lot to do. Nansen claiming it went out, but the referee's given a free kick against him for obstruction. And the whole of the ball has to cross the line. Rangers have got 6 players, now 5 up on the far post. Stamboul's in line with the near with his arms wide. Here he is. Oh, he took that down beautifully and crossed so well! And McGee more than a little unfortunate. Flick header going wide, but some lovely skill by Stanley Bowles. Douglas screaming for it in the inside right position, and he's given it. Case out to the right, Johnson down the middle. Highway coming late from the left. And here is Souness. Fine save. Oh, he got down well. Set up there for Souness, who came in after Dalglish had slipped. But Phil Parkes, the big man, got down very sharply. Johnson. Eastoe flicking it away. McGee. Alan Kennedy and Rashid Hakou. And Kennedy a little wild in the end. He was only untidy up to that point. I think the lecture will suffice. Having given the impression the 2 players together of a Catherine wheel, the sparks were provided by Alan Kennedy. Souness. Ray Kennedy. And that's superbly struck. You cannot leave Ray Kennedy in that sort of position on his left foot. If you do, that's what happens. Cross ball, from a Rangers viewpoint, sadly missed by Stan Bowles, presenting Kennedy with the sort of opportunity that he gobbles up. Phil Parkes with no earthly hope. The goal right at the death of the first half, putting the league leaders 2-1 in front. The first 2 goals both having an element of luck. Eastoe's in the build-up, Highway's in the finish. No question at all about Ray Kennedy's, although I'm sure that the discussion in the Rangers dressing room will be about how the ball was allowed to reach him. 2-1 to Liverpool at half-time. Graham Souness, who picked out Ray Kennedy with him there to give Liverpool a 2-1 lead as they prepare to kick off at the start of the second 45 minutes. Neil immediately in the action. And, as ever, John Hollins. Hollins and Phil Parkes, entitled to feel aggrieved that their side is down. But on the other hand, I think of the 2 teams, there's little question that Liverpool were the better side in the first half. Here's Case. Couldn't hold that, but once again, the feature of a player wide to help out and indeed prove vital to a Liverpool attack. That occasion he couldn't hold it. John Hollins, the player, coming from the back all the time to cover things for Rangers when he can. Ernie Howe. McGee. This subtle touch. Thompson. Souness. Johnson. Aaron Kennedy is the train that went outside. Johnson coming the other way. Ray Kennedy. Alan Kennedy still. It's a poking sort of shot. Liverpool supporters beginning to react to the noise coming from the home lot. That's the Liverpool bank. And one in the air with the back header. Bowles. Eastoe let it run well. Here's Bowles. Eastoe. Bowles. McGee! Came off the keeper's legs. And Bowles has gone down in utter despair. We just saw him there, look to the heavens and then throw himself on the deck. That was a very subtle, controlled, neat build-up. But the legs are as much a part of the goalkeeper's armoury as any other part of his anatomy. And that's what saved Ray Clemence and Liverpool then. Shanks, and that for sure will be a free kick. And the referee talking to Neil because he took off then, and had he made contact, Shanks would have known all about that. And the misty afternoon is warming. Clement. Gillard. Case across. Cover so well. When one man is attacked, there's always a Liverpool cover man. Highway. And Don Shanks is really coming into his own. And Hollins having the most awful struggle. Now caught by Ray Kennedy. 3 against 2. And Ray Kennedy not spotting that there were 2 Liverpool players to his right. Both of whom, or either of whom, would have had a run in on goal. Howe. Hollins got away and woke up from his nightmare to find that they hadn't scored. Bowles. And the free kick given against Souness. Bowles on the deck. Seemed to get a kick in the back of the knee. McGee. Eastoe. Bowles. Oh, he had a kick at pace then. He's been booked 6 times this season, Stan Bowles. He'd be in trouble if he gets booked the 7th. Here's Kennedy. Here's Johnson. And the flag was up on the near side. Having words with Stan Bowles, and he has the yellow card out. Well, Bowles turns away with a rather sort of mock gesture of defiance, annoyance, a reference back to the injury, but he's a silly lad. He was certainly fouled for the injury. He got the free kick, but he's talked his way into the book again. Did exactly the same against Leeds. Well, that one was from a foul. And now he applauds the referee. He does live on the high wire. Hakouk, nice touch. McGee! Well, from the moment the kick was taken then, that was all good football. Collins, McGee, with the final header from Hakouk's cross, and then tipped over by Ray Clements. Too short, the corner on the near post. Wasn't really a good ball. Hollins did well to hold it in the tackle. Gillard, cut out by Neil. Here's Highway, forward of him is Johnson. Two over the other side, both unmarked at this moment. And the pass behind both. And another one going astray. Handball was the shout from the crowd, and handball is the referee's decision. If a little bit late. Bad one from Gillard, picked up by Dalglish. Here's Johnson, two players coming up on the 18-yard line, but it didn't matter. Johnson curling one in on the near post to finally put the issue beyond doubt. And really, Liverpool have taken an almighty long time to put it beyond doubt. Smile on the face of the scorer. Again, a defensive mistake that started it. Johnson getting away on the left side. Had players coming forward, but didn't need them. Curled it in for that scoreline of Queen's Park Rangers 1, Liverpool 3. So now it's just a question of playing out the final moments. Dalglish forward and offside. Well, it'll be 3 games if he fails to score in this one since he last scored. Bowles, well, playing what Mr. Biddle has stocked off for injuries and stoppages. Here's Shanks. There's been no denying the effort of Don Shanks. And Liverpool back the winning ways. They left the final outcome in doubt for rather longer than seemed likely at the start of the second half. But having been beaten away in their last match and then dropped a home point to Leeds United, they've taken both points here at Loftus Road with a 3-1 scoreline. Eastoe having given Rangers the lead, which they kept for only 2 minutes. Highway, Ray Kennedy and Johnson scoring for Liverpool.